Okay, this is my first attempt to put to sound and video the stuff I sent to Liel. Here goes nothing. My first message to her on Instagram was a hug. It was in response to something she said somewhere about suffering some loss. I believe she lost her mom a while back, like maybe 6 years ago or something. I could have that time wrong. I'm so sorry. But then there was a message unavailable, which became unavailable after she blocked me. Still blocked, but I was briefly unblocked yesterday. I know that because her picture reappeared instead of being blanked. So hopefully she's already got this info and just reblocked me. So in response to whatever the message was that I was responding to, I said, how much non-volatile storage is needed to house the human soul is one of the numbers hidden in the Torah, but I do not read, speak, or write Hebrew and need a teacher willing to train me in all at the same time. Oh. And then then I sent a GIF of the third temple, which looks nothing like the real thing. And then I go, I'm not saying I'm the dude, but I've lost count of the number of beautiful things and events I've been shown that force tears of joy. And there's a temple for me in my head, and so fucking much more. When I say so fucking, I spell SOFA space KING. So fucking much more. I need someone mature to I need someone mature to talk to, and I have zero support network, and the nearest rabbi is an hour away. I need help making this real. Testing, testing, sound check. It's still okay. It's still going full. Let me move the mic just a hair closer. Testing, testing, testing. Bloody, bloody, blah. I like cheese. Okay. I have zero support network, and the nearest rabbi is an hour away. Something Mendy in Duluth hasn't bothered to respond. And I go, I need help making this real. I believe in him and his plan 110%, but I do not believe in myself. I'm getting there, but I need major help. God's gift. I then sent her a link to video 1 of the playlist that this will end up potentially just being the capstone on. I don't know. And then I say, it starts weird, but just go with it. And then I say, watch up to video 14, 15 plus is private, ask questions as you get them, or if you're feeling frisky, let's hop on a Discord call and watch them together and stop to discuss every time one of us has a question. Currently 27 videos. I think this is real, but the person who was chosen as judge got distracted by life. Daniel will be the most devout once he sees, but Daniel isn't fracking seeing. Daniel's killing bugs in video games instead of stepping up into his role as king and judge. He shows his wisdom day in and day out, but I can't get him to watch the videos with the breadcrumbs I've been allowed to show him. So I think that means Daniel gets activated later or something. You'll see why he ends up king. His wisdom is absurd. He's one of my many teachers and advisors for when I become a bigger king or something. Everyone sees it in him but him. Dude, I really need a sounding board. I've been almost entirely alone in this cabin since October 2020. Imagine going through something this big and the person who's supposed to be your primary guide isn't. None of this started until this year. Like the first big spark I felt happened when I was wearing one of those heart monitors for 7 days. It was like 1,000 pounds was removed from my soul. Hurry up and see these messages, God's gift. Still thinking she might be looking. I was so fucking naive at this point. I thought she'd. Fuck, I'm dumb. Alright, now we're on to the first recording. I'm just going to set the headset down and put this thing next to it and watch sound levels and move things around so it gets clear sound. Imagine being chosen and you have no idea. It's like the entire time it's why me? I am a piece of shit. But yet you were chosen, you know? Like, what do you do? Like, it's not about you. It's about him. You just kind of gotta roll with this. watch the videos. You'll see. You'll see. Um, but yeah, if we want to watch them together, I'm totally cool with that. It would be really nice to have someone to talk to about this. This is so frustrating. It is so hard going through this all alone. Imagine having the biggest event of your life also be the event that shakes reality to its foundation and has you questioning everything. Like, I've stopped questioning reality. I've moved past that. I accept that this is real. I just don't believe it myself. Um, there's a long pause right now. I don't know if you can hear me. It looks like it's lighting up, but there's a long pause. We're just gonna sit through it. This is hard to deal with. It really is hell. Because there is no chronology to any of this other than common sense putting things in their proper order. Like, I just see, like, frozen events in time, snippets of conversations, but there's no true chronology of it. Like, could the third temple appear tomorrow? Sure. Common sense tells me that's not it. You know? But it's not that far off either. Um, and as much as I stare at the Temple Mount, the third temple that's in my head is way too big for the elevated land that is currently there. Like, it might be as big as the entirety of Old Jerusalem or bigger. I don't know. It's massive. It is massive. Dude, I need help. I really do. I was pointed in your direction. I don't know why. There's certain signs that keep popping up, and they're pointing me towards you. Kind of like the whole final Aliyah thing. Um, you know, where everyone goes back to Israel. Like, for some reason, New Year's 2026 into 2027 and the final Aliyah, those things are touching for some reason. I'm pretty sure that that's when you're supposed to be in Israel by, but like not just you, but like everyone, like all the Jews get called home, and like I don't know. This is let's chat. Just I hope you see this. I don't know how often you check your stuff. I left a message on one of your YouTube videos saying go check your Instagram messages, and I sent you a hug because you said you had gone through some terrible losses. Um, yeah, we should trauma dump, dude. That would feel pretty good. Yeah, my ex left me because yeah, I can't have kids. Like I've got a kid, but then I got a vasectomy, and because my son's mom was so horrendous to me that it's some of my deepest trauma. um, testing, testing, testing. All right, putting the headset back on. Gonna read a little bit more, and then we'll listen to more. All right. I said it stopped recording at 5 minutes but didn't beep. Sorry, I dumped a lot more, didn't record. I'm gonna go take a nap with the pups. This helped. Then I attempted to do an audio call, maybe just to get her to look at her phone. Didn't work. I sent her an image that I created years ago in art class. I just feel existential dread every time I look at it. And then I sent her a message that I sent to someone else, and I said, looking for a teacher. I'll be leaving exile and rejoining the world in the next month or so. I'll be in Minnesota, likely in western metro area. Probably just gonna find a Jewish deli and let teachers come to me. This would be easier if I were raised Jewish. I need to learn to read, speak, and write Hebrew at the same time. I need to learn the full meaning of the line, letter, and words. I need a really good teacher. I've got the authority to convert myself to Judaism, but that authority counts for nothing till others see. Well, get to it. Start at video 1 in my For Israel playlist. I need a teacher. Go prep yourself or someone else in your stead. This was something that I sent to a rabbi on YouTube. I think they probably end up deleting it. Fucking rabbis are deleting every fucking thing I post. It's fucking obnoxious. Ugh. Like, let me use the fucking tools at my disposal, fuckers. Ugh. And then I sent her a link to my Discord, Fountain of Truth Discord. Then I sent her a picture of me, and then we're back to recording. So I'm going to put the headset back down. I could not get the regular mic to work, so we're going to do this the hard way. So hold on one sec. Liel, it's very weird going through what I'm going through because there's no actual vocal communication from God. That isn't just that's just not how it's worked at any point in time during any of this. Um, what there is a sensation of kind of a churning sensation in various patterns, kind of around my I don't know, in the 3 or 4 inches above my belly button. Um, that kind of point me in different directions depending on how it. I'm still learning how this works. But like there's things that are on the other side of, I just call it the wall. I'm not allowed to say them. Like capital M, capital S, capital P. I think you can figure out what words those are. I'm not allowed to say those. I'm learning to use this to tell the truth, or to tell the truth, not tell the truth, to tell truth from untruth and lies, and it's really weird how it sorts it. It's imagine having the most advanced tool ever known. It's in your gut, and you don't know how calibrated it is, or if you're reading it correctly. It's this is insane, dude. I really wish you would just check these messages. You are being called. You are legit being called. Dude, you have no idea what is down this path for you if you walk it with me. I wish I could tell you. I wish. Oh, this is so frustrating. It's one of those things that's on the other side of the wall. Just like I can't message. I tried. I tried to email your company directly. That it's on the other side of the wall. I couldn't do it. I I was able to leave some interesting breadcrumbs on your not Facebook, your YouTube. Um, I I wrote them not thinking I'd be allowed, or thinking I wouldn't be allowed to hit enter, but I was allowed to hit enter. So yeah, and then I see them being deleted. Dude, I need help. I need help. need you to fulfill your purpose here. I need your help. I wish I could show it to you from my point of view. Dude. I wish I could say what lies down this path for you. It's epic. There's it. This is really frustrating. Oh, it's right on the other side of the wall. I was almost able to say it. It's right there. So almost able to say it. Oh, Liel, please help me. I need your help so bad. I'm not allowed to tell people anything directly. Like, this is the most I've been allowed to tell anyone. I don't get why. I mean, I kind of get why, but in the same way I get why I was chosen, in the same way that I feel that I'm not worthy, it's the same. It's that kind of understanding. It's, the shit I've been through made me what is able to do what I'm being called to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna send this one. I'm only able to record for a few more seconds. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna make another one. I am just gonna keep sending these. I was allowed to send that one. I'm just gonna keep sending these until I'm not allowed. So I'm just gonna talk to you, and you can follow the breadcrumbs to these in your own Instagram. I don't know how these are showing up for you. You must, with the amount of followers you have, plus being single female, you must get billions of messages, and I probably am just falling amongst those. That's why I'm leaving you so many freaking breadcrumbs on your YouTube. But I can't. I'm able to tell you things more directly than I'm able to the freaking future king of Judea. I'm not allowed to tell him as much stuff. He has to, because he hasn't gone to look at the videos yet. He needs to do that. And until he does that, he is barely on the playing board, you know? Like, he's supposed to be the most freaking devout one, but he's got to look first, and then he's got to see what he's meant to see, whatever that is. Like, for me, when I started believing was when a lot of my instincts I'm still learning the terminology, the mikvahs, I think, when I was looking at them and saying that they're not right, and then I went to go and did a little research, and sure enough, in Messianic time, dude, I said the M word. I said the M word. Oh my God, I got it out. In Messianic times, holy fuck, I've never been able to say it before. They apparently pigs are supposed to become kosher. Yeah, when I saw that, it aligned with, like, I knew in my head, like, all it is about the muck and the poo. You get rid of the death, the decay, and the poo, and a lot of things can become kosher. Like, that's what the issue is. Like, the whole fish with scales versus not scales. The non-scaled ones are bottom feeders. Muck, poo, death, and decay, you know? You got, see, I need a sounding board. This is so frustrating. Dude, I almost blurted out. I almost blurted out your part. It's so close. It's so frustrating. I think he's toying with me. He's got a hell of a sense of humor. He really does. Once you can, once you're able to see, you will see his sense of humor. I swear to him, it's freaking amazing. There's jokes everywhere. There's no reason to frown for any longer than you need to, you know? Um, I don't know how to navigate the Jewish community. I wasn't raised a Jew. I was barely raised Christian. Like I never believed in Christ. It always seemed a little hokey to me, even at a young age. I was like, that don't seem quite right. like like I know the dude is supposed to have a sense of smell that tells lies, but for me, it's in my gut. Maybe that counts. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I was thinking an interesting test would be get 3 Torahs, only have one of them be like full kosher, and have the rest be like completely unkosher, or one partial kosher, like proper ink in proper skull, or proper skull in proper ink, and then one that's completely unkosher, and just see if I can tell the difference. I was thinking that'd be an amazing test, because then maybe I'd start believing. Because there is nothing external that has proven anything to me. Nothing is in play yet. Nothing. I don't know what starts everything. I don't know what hits play. I'm just sitting here waiting. Like in a few weeks, I'm going to be selling my home to my neighbors, getting an RV, heading down to St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and probably just sitting outside. Oh, it's in the message a couple up from this. Yeah, just look there. You'll see. Dude, I was able to hit send a second time. I'm just going to keep doing these. I have not had this freedom to just talk to anyone ever during this because Daniel has conditions he has to meet. Oh, I wonder if you're already watching the videos. I wonder if that's why this is allowed. What have you done to change things? I wonder if that's why this wall is down. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to chat about that one later. I am. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up, but I have some friends are debating in Discord, and I'm just kind of recording and listening. Well, I'm not listening right now. I'm enjoying this freedom, this sudden freedom I have. So I'm just gonna keep sending you stuff, and hopefully you get what I intend. Hopefully you do. I can't control the conclusions you draw. That's up to you. I don't remember the topic. What they're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. I can't tell from the side chat in Discord. Dude, you should join my Discord. We could just chat. Just like we could do straight voice. We could do video and voice. Dude, like I know what your role is in this, but I'm not allowed to say. I wish I could. It's really frustrating. That part's on the other side of the wall. Because that makes sense. It doesn't have to make sense to me. It's been a unique experience. Like, prior to the new year, I was still neutral. I hadn't even chosen Israel yet. I was still like, no, we're gonna have that conversation over Discord. I'll explain it all to you. The route. Like, my ex dying in a fire back in June. I think that was cut off of the earlier recording I sent. That one, I was in a deep pit of despair before that, just for years up here in the freaking living on the edge in the middle of nowhere in the north woods of Minnesota. Just trapped here. And then she died, and I just started scrambling out of this pit that I was in. Every time it just feels like there's rocks sliding in back in around me. I need help. So a lot of what I'm going to be doing is just walking away from all my stuff. I'm just going to leave it. My neighbors for 2 years, they're going to leave. They're going to let me leave my truck in the driveway full of stuff. And honestly, if all this stuff is real, they're just going to end up getting to keep it, because I'm not going to need it. Like, at the end of this, I own everything. Like, I have rights to everything. Like, it doesn't mean I do like get to do anything I want to, but like, it's all mine in the end. But almost nothing is my personal property, because I just live at the temple, under its gigantic crystal dome. Multicolored, multifaceted crystal dome. Once a year, on the day that his name is called, the crystal and the sun aligns and creates a pattern on the floor. As I call it out, the shofars will blow, and I scream it, right there in the middle of the Holy of Holies. I don't know if you've seen the videos yet, but I kind of start describing, like my true name translated to English would be found to truth, but I don't know what it is in Hebrew, because it's not straight found to truth. There's little nuances to the letters in order to, I need to figure out, like, I'm only allowed 127 points to spend on my name. I used to be a gamer. Ignore the terminology. I get 127 points to spend on my name. It's got to be Fountain of Truth, and there's like 8 other descriptors kind of in there, so it's not going to be like straight Fountain of Truth. It's going to be a really nuanced word, I think. I kind of understand how Hebrew works, and the squiggles and the lines. I really need a teacher. I'm holding off so I don't pick up bad habits. I want the right teacher. In the short term, it sucks. In the long term, it's going to be better for me, because, there's 2 routes to this temple. We can build it manually, or we can abra-frickin-cadabra it. I'm not even joking. The temple's true name is literally the same as mine, because there is a fountain in the center that is kind of built around the Holy of Holies. Inside this area is the Eternal Song of Truth, which is sung by a partially professional choir and partially everyone that visits the temple. It's and there's 3 universities attached to the temple. From above, the temple kind of looks like a circle with like an 8-pointed star, like the outer circle, and then there's the inner circle, and then between the 2 circles is like the 8-pointed star. But each of the points, okay, the point to the east is the entrance. The points to the north, west, and south are the colleges of biology, technology, and theology. And somewhere between those is how we get immortality. The combination of the three. That's how we get those. Why am I being allowed to say so much? Okay, I know why, but it's so freaky having so much freedom to just talk. I haven't been allowed this. Dude, everyone, like myself included, is like, I think they're just rejecting me because they're like, I'm not worthy to be this person to this person. Therefore, that person can't possibly be that person, is kind of what everyone's doing. And it's frustrating because that's the same mentality that I had at the beginning, was there's no way it's me. Like, no fucking way. Yet here I am with a temple partially formed inside my freaking head. It is absurdly beautiful. I need someone with AutoCAD experience who can help me make this real. Like, there's a guy in the chat here who does video game design, or a level design for Bannerlords, and the problem with that is I don't think he's got the right assets to help me make this temple. So I need the right person, because okay, the initial part of the temple. Okay, I'm down to under a minute. Okay, the initial part of the temple layout has to be done with rope. Like we can put a super accurate GPS tracker on the people, but the part of it to get the size references out of my mind and get the scale down, we need a rope, and we need to just have people walk away from me until they're as far away from me as they are, as certain objects are in the vision. Like, when we do this layout, to me it's going to feel like standing in two places at once. It's going to be freaking trippy. But yeah, once we do that, and we get it all into AutoCAD, it's going to go a lot faster. All right, fuck it. I'm going to hit send. All right. So how I see things happened. The way, I don't. Okay, that's not what I'm allowed to say. Okay, never mind. All right. So part of what's given me the ability to see was my ex, who died back in June in the fire with her mom. I went into a deep, deep depression and started smoking a lot of weed after that. And it was useful, but it made me functionally useless for just a few months, like several months, like pretty much until the till the end of 2024. I was functionally useless. I was just in a stupor the whole time, unless I went to the store for a motorcycle ride. Yeah, if you go down this path, you're going to be getting a motorcycle helmet. Just be prepared. Um, nope, wasn't allowed to say it. I tried. um, where was I? Oh, so functional uses for several months, but once I reached a certain point, I was able to. Okay, what it feels like is, I hope you're a nerd, at least a little bit. Picture a high-end processor from 2025 with late 1980s RAM. Sure, you can have big ass thoughts, but you're not going to be able to hold on to them, you know, because you've got no RAM power. So part of what I think needs to happen is we need to figure out how to give me more RAM. So maybe I'm kind of anti drug experimenting, but prior to 2024, I only smoked 3 times in my life. So yeah. So what I think needs to happen is we need to figure out which chemicals in the weed are the ones that stimulate my brain, find out what they're stimulating, and then just electronically stimulate it instead of, getting into these stupid stupors for, hours and hours, because they're kind of, functionally useless. It's annoying. I don't like being like this, but the thoughts, now that I'm having them, oh, it's like a drug chasing these sparks. All the things that get released when I hear the right thing. Dude, your videos are so freaking helpful. There's just so many sparks in your videos. Um, 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 I'm just a human being, dude. I'm just a human being. I don't take good care of myself. You'll see that in my videos. In order to do this, I need help. I live at such a low standard of living. I need help. Long term. Maybe that's enough hints to know where this is going. I don't know a fucking thing about you that I haven't seen in your videos. And I only watch the ones that call out to me. It's not like I sit there and like scroll through them all. Fuck, that'd be boring. Nothing against you, but you can only watch the same thing so many times. It's just overwhelming. So I watch the ones that call to me. I just scroll past, and if it calls to me, I click on it, and it's usually something really quite freaking helpful. And they just keep popping up in my feed, and sometimes I just scroll through your stuff, and there it is. And yeah, I've had a vasectomy. I can't get people pregnant. I suspect you have something similar. Um, okay, I got squirrely in that last one and had to delete it. Or not the last one. Yeah, I deleted it before it sent, so you didn't get to hear that one. I'm sorry. I said too much stuff, and that one was a no. The problem with the building the temple manually or spawning it in, gaming terminology, just go with it, is they're of significantly different qualities and properties. If I wasn't a freaking D&D nerd from back in the day, like I haven't played in like, what was the last time? 2013? Maybe 14? 13? I think it was 13. Um, I would not know how to comprehend this stuff in my head. If I was just a freaking square off the street, I would not know how to comprehend what's in my head. This, dude, I have lost count of the number of times I've been. I mean, I sit on my ass all day, every day. Otherwise, I would literally say I was dropped to my knees, but I'm already on my ass. So, the sheer number of things that have put me, that have just forced tears of joy, or like, I'm so not worthy for this thing, or just all of this stuff. Dude, it's constant. Okay, it's not constant, but it's like, it's more common to have it in a day than to not have it in a day, kind of thing. And sometimes when I have one, I have several. Um, I am just a human being. I have issues with lust. I don't think I've masturbated in 3 or 4 weeks. I'm leaning closer to the 4 weeks than the 3 weeks. Um, like even before that, I saw that as one of my mikvahs. I was already not masturbating. I'm just gonna talk like a fucking human being. If it makes you uncomfortable, whatever. That's a you thing. I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna assume you're a mature human being. And yeah, like there's more to it. You'll see in the videos. Like if we could just watch those together, that would just be best. Um, I'm not getting any notifications that you're reading these, so it's like freaking me out. Or I guess, yeah, it would show me, right? Unless you don't have read notifications turned on, that could also be a thing. I don't know, but as grateful as I am to weed helping me through the death of my ex, um, I would be quite happy to not be high all the time. So I would prefer to be electrically stimulated or chemically stimulated to not get the high and also get the elevated senses because I don't like being a bumbling idiot. It's really frustrating. But while I am a bumbling idiot, I really could use the help. Once I learn to speak, read, and write Hebrew, I stop English permanently. I never go back once I reach that point. I need to learn to read, write, and speak Hebrew, and it's going to be such an in-depth thing because I'm going to be writing my first of 13 Torahs at the same freaking time. This one's going to be different. This one's going to be what I base the other 12 off of. So this is going to be a desk copy. This is going to be my desk copy, the first one. So it's going to be bound differently than a regular Torah, but it's still got to be kosher. It's got specific requirements. We'll get into those later. Um, and I need to learn all the squiggles and the lines and the dots and the letters and the words. And basically, before Adam and Eve leave the Garden of Eden, I'm going to already be no longer speaking English type thing. Like, that's how in depth my training needs to be. I need the right teacher, and if whatever you can't teach, I need you to get the right person for me because I don't know how to navigate the Jewish community yet. I'm I got social anxiety. I am got massive social anxiety. Like only the day of my ex's death did I start talking on Discord. I think I used voice on Discord maybe 3 times prior to that. And I used my nah, that's pointless. That's a pointless dead end to even tell that story. I used to be a gamer. I used to make temples constantly in video games. Let me. Are they still on my phone? No, I took everything else off and put it on the external hard drive. I was getting too much footage of all the stuff I'm making, and I had to buy an external hard drive. I think I'm already up to 500 gigs on it. It's only 2 terabytes. It was kind of expensive, but I wanted something small because I think I'm going to end up needing a lot of these. I think maybe buying one per month will suffice for now. Okay, I don't know if you're a gamer, but I'm what I feel like is like back in the 90s I used to play Mario Brothers 3 with my sister, and prior to either of us picking up the remote, it would just sit there on the start screen of Mario 3, and sorry, I just got a message. I'm not checking it. I'm just trying to maintain my thoughts. And basically, I'm waiting for someone else to hit play, and I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's Daniel. I don't know if it's Daniel's counterpart who is off trying to empower herself after being sexually harassed at work. She's going through some stuff, and she had to take it out on me as part of the process. So, um, yeah, that's fine. But it's weird knowing the reasons behind things. But she had to do it in order to regain her faith in herself. So I just get to be the whipping boy for a bit. Fuck, what was I saying? So yeah, I need you like sober at my side to help me keep on my train of thought. Um, Basically, I need you to be what you were meant to be. God's gift. It's not letting me say it. Fuck. I don't even know what to say. I just hit record. um, I have two wonderful dogs. Their names are Rex and Dog Meat. They are amazing puppers. Dog Meat's kind of bored these days, being stuck in the cabin with me. He needs a better life. I think once I get in the RV, he's gonna have a better life. He just sleeps a lot these days. His breed sleeps a lot anyways, but I think he's sleeping more than he should. I think he's up for like 2 hours a day. I think he's depressed. Basically, what I need you to do is not smoke weed except for special occasions. I need you to be resistant. I need you to not be a junkie. I need you to help me so I can be me. There will be times, though, you will be expected to smoke. There's kind of this, I don't know what the freaking line graph that I've kind of figured out. There's like when you first smoke, you get super high. I call that the peak. As you coast down off the peak, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes or so. Like if you get stoned out of your gourd, that's when you should talk to God because you are so open, all of your barriers are down. So, and then there's the plateau, which is after that, which is kind of a slow uh, lowering of your high. That's where you should discuss what you discussed with God. Like if you were shown anything, any conclusions you came away with, that's when you discuss it with someone else. Uh, and then when you're on the decline or recovery, that's when you write. I kind of made the line. I'm making hand gestures as I'm recording this audio. Yes. I'm sure that was quite helpful. Derp. Me, not you. I'm just a freaking human, Liel. I'm just a freaking human. I've made mistakes. I've done good things. I've done bad things. I've done great things. I've done atrocious things. Tried to say it. Still can't say it. He's messing with me. Just know it. He's just messing with me. I don't think he cares if I say it. I think he's just messing with me. I think he wants me to say it right. I can't. We're just not there yet. All right, I got a shit-eating grin on my face. I'm blushing. I'm gonna try and say it. I'm gonna try and hit send. We'll see what fucking happens. Lyle Eden, will you marry me? I'm not kidding. Will you marry me? Will you join me on this quest? Will you live for years at the temple with me? I'm not joking, dude. We're gonna see if I can hit send now. We'll see if it was just him messing with me. If he just wanted me to man up and say it. Sight unseen, will you marry me? Fuck. Oh fuck. Now I get to sit here and wonder how long it takes for you to get to these. Will it be days? Will it be minutes? Are you watching them as or listening to them as I'm sending them? Will it be years? I don't know. I have no idea. Lyle. God's gift. I have no idea. Like, the name I go by is Larkin, Larkin. My friend Daniel, who's one of the future kings, well, the king of Judea, which will be one of many kings, he wrote out Larkin in Hebrew for me. I kind of threw up some flashcards that kind of made sense with possibilities, and he just said, here, do this or this. And I went for the longer one. Okay. I'm sorry. Um, I'm a guy. I'm a hornball. I'm getting I'm getting it under control, dude. Like I gotta be close to a month without masturbating. Like I've gotta be there. But the thing is I didn't keep track because I just kind of stopped one day, and then a few days later I started kind of getting the mikvahs, and I really hope I'm using that word correctly. I don't know. All my knowledge is from YouTube videos and listening in on conversations on the Travel and Clad Discord. Like, I've got nothing else. I've got nothing else. I had one conversation with a guy back when I worked for TSA. He was Neil Gossman. He told me all about a bunch of Jewish stuff. I bought a desk from him, I think later that month, actually. It was a really good desk. It was a really good desk. I got a great deal on it. Fuck, I am Jewish. I got a great deal on it. He gave me a great deal. Lyle, please join me. This is so fucking weird. I need help. I really do. I need a guide. I'm hungry. You know what I'm gonna eat? Peanut butter on a spoon out of a jar. That's what I'm gonna go eat. Oh, he left before I could say goodbye. I couldn't find the button on the remote in time, or on the headset in time. I was gonna say goodbye to Marcello. He was logging off. I'm multitasking. Dude, I've got like, it's gotta be 8 different rabbis open. Well, probably 3 rabbis, 8 different videos. And, there are just so many things. I just flip-flop back and forth between them. And once I finish a video, I go on to the next one. And just, it's all day from the time I wake up to the time I fall asleep. And I only sleep like a few hours at a time now that I'm getting further into this. My whole sleep schedule's changing. I get high, I pass out, I wake up 3 hours later, completely rested, I do it again. Somewhere between 8 and 20 hours later, I'll pass out again, wake up 3 hours later, or 10 hours later, probably closer to 3, but I wake up fully rested and just do it again. And I'm not allowed to smoke weed from sunup on Friday until sundown on Saturday. So, yeah, no smoking on the Sabbath and like the partial day before it. I'm still learning the whole Jewish day cycle thing. It's really throwing me off. But that's when I'm not allowed to smoke. My mikvahs are in my video. Maybe you'll be more useful than Daniel and you'll actually write them down. Daniel was supposed to, but Daniel's freaking killing bugs in video games and having epic debates. Like, Daniel's just too busy to do what he's supposed to do. Maybe he does it later. I don't know. Fuck, it's frustrating, though. I really thought he was supposed to be there from day one, but he's not. And I can't just say it directly to him. It's not allowed. Um, I would be just as happy, if not happier, getting the expanded consciousness without the frontal lobe numbing that it feels like the whole front of my freaking head is numb when I get high. That's why I say frontal lobe, is because, that's how it feels. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling numb. I don't like feeling stupid. I don't like feeling like a bumbling idiot. But that's the state I kind of need to be in order to, like, I'm pretty high right now and I'm fairly coherent. But you've seen how I've kind of lost my place a few times. When I get a little higher, that gets worse, the losing my place. Um, like, there is one... No, that's not information for you. Okay. What am I at? 113? Okay. Yeah, so if you follow the breadcrumbs to this conversation, from this conversation to the videos, and from the videos to me, we change the world. The other path is a little rockier. The other path has more, because it's not spawned in. It's created. Therefore, it leaves too much doubt in people's mind. It's not as pretty. Yes, Rex, we'll go out in just a second, dude. Huh? Maybe I'll just bring you with. No, I don't want to drop my phone. I'll be back. It was at this point I sent her a picture of myself, as well as a video of myself standing outside, spinning in a circle, showing what I look like with various levels of light on my face. And now we resume our regularly scheduled programming. Alright, I'm back inside. Imagine questioning your existence entirely alone. Imagine having an existential crisis like that. I think it would have broken me if I hadn't already been alone for years. I don't think I could have dealt with that if I hadn't had the fortitude of the deafening silence for years. I don't know. The video I tried sending from outside, it said it failed for some reason. Maybe you blocked me. I don't know. I can't get any rabbis to write me back. I've written so many people asking for help. I haven't been allowed to be open with people. I'm allowed to make my request. Please don't puke on the bed, Rex. Please. Pretty, please. Don't yak on the bed. Please. Rexy, come here. Over here. Here. There. Sit. Sit. Right there. No. Sit. Sit. Sit, you son of a bitch. Okay, that just looks awkward, dude. You're just doing that to weird me out. I love these dogs. There's no dignity in what you're doing right now. You don't even see how weird you look. If I stop this recording, pull my phone off the stand, and aim it at the dog, he's going to move. As much as I want to get a picture of this, I just know it's not in the cards. He's just derping. Yes, no. There you go. That's better. There's a little more dignity in that. He was just sitting weird. I don't know. I think that's all for now. It would be nice to chat. The last message didn't send the video I took outside. So maybe you blocked me. We'll find out when I hit send on this. I don't know. Willful ignorance is something that frustrates me. It's really lonely being in this position. So, the conditions that I'm currently living in are interesting. I am peeing into water jugs, the same water jugs that my drinking water came in. I'm pooping into buckets. Why am I doing these incredibly fucked up 3 things? Because my well broke about a month ago. Why haven't I had it fixed? Because I want it to stay broken. So it is a light that it stays lit under me so I don't ever get comfortable here again. I'm selling the place to my neighbors. I was just gonna... Never mind. My neighbor Bob, his daughter Kelly, went to Harvard for psychology or psychiatry or something. She's a freaking genius. And her husband want to buy my property. And what I'm hoping is, in exchange for $10,000 off, $10,000 cash off of the cost, she would be willing to evaluate me once this is all said and done. Like I won't tell her anything until after I've been in heavy contact with her, like getting all my stuff out of here, because I'm going to need help. and like her and her husband are gonna be over here. I want her to get to know me a little bit during that time, and then I want her to, but I can't tell her I want her to get to know me. I want her to just natural reactions. You can't, observation affects results. So I can't tell her, otherwise she'll know it won't be natural, so I need to tell her that afterwards, that based on the honest interactions, which, of course brings into question my own behaviors, whether they'll be honest, and I'd like to believe they would be. But, I need someone to say this guy's not fucking nuts, I would like someone to. I mean, after all this stuff was happening, like a week into it, I met with my shrink, and she took me off 2 medications because I just looked so fucking healthy. I was more alert than I'd ever seen myself. I was happier than I'd ever seen myself. Like, I think it was just after that I started doing the YouTube videos, was because of how healthy and happy I looked. Like, I don't look in mirrors around here. I don't look at myself on the phone. I don't take many pictures. I'm living in a very miserable place, and, what was I saying again? Liel, come to me, come to me, come to me, go buy a ticket, get on a plane, let me know, and I'll go pick you up, and we can get started, and build a temple together. Well, it's mostly me, but you'll help. Okay, it's really just him, but we helped. Oh, he's amazing. I wish everyone had the relationship with God that I do. And the whole thing is after the temple, I don't know if it's right after, but sometime after the temple, everyone does. Okay, on the next video, I'm going to tell you about it. 1 sec, I'm going to hit send. Okay, picture, it's in the YouTube videos, but I'm just going to say it here for shits and giggles and shits. Okay, picture this. You got a scale of 1 to 100, and at 50 is where everybody stops. Nobody's higher than 50, except for people who are in touch with the divine. I believe I'm currently at a 53. The goal of the temple is to get and I don't know if it's a temple itself or if it's something that's accomplished at the temple. I feel like that was clearer earlier. I'm kind of high right now, so I'm not pulling stuff perfectly from memory. But fuck. Now I'm thinking about. See, I need someone here to keep me on track. That is why I need you. Okay, the levels. Okay, the goal is to get everyone over 50 with the temple somehow. But the end level that I end up with is like 97, which is as far from an ant to where I am right now. It's that far. I can't even imagine. So we're going to be dealing with cloning, very careful human cloning. It's part of the Immortality Project. We can create life, heartbeat, lungs. We cannot create consciousness, the thing we consider life. We can create working organs, but we cannot create the spark. we cannot create consciousness. So we need to make sure that we don't cross that boundary. And essentially what we're going to be doing is genetically engineering everyone's new body and then transferring them into it. So the consciousness, I believe, is housed in the brain and apparently there's a bunch of nerves around the stomach. So those need to be shut off or removed from the clones because we cannot have consciousness forming. We cannot. It's an abomination. It cannot happen. Um, and it's like, during the experimentations, there's only going to be one ever at a time. And I think at some point I die and I get brought back in that first clone because the first clone will be of me. I don't know if the clone is made while I'm alive. I don't know how long I'm dead for, but somehow I'm brought back. Because the afterlife as it is right now is basically like somewhere between a waiting room and a family reunion. But that's after you, okay, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, okay. But that's after you look at the pond. Picture you're a pebble, you drop it into the pond, all the ripples go out. But you have to look at every atom of every ripple as it's in every single state at all times. That's what you're doing when you're looking back at your life. You're looking at every single effect you had out to the furthest fucking extension. That is your heaven or your hell as we understand it. It can be an amazing time if you were helping people for honest and correct reasons, or it can be a terrible, terrible, terrible time for someone like, let's say, Hitler. I mean, time is irrelevant there, but, he'd probably still be going through it. Like, he's not in the waiting room yet. He's going to be there for a while because he's got to see all those fucking ripples. All those people who weren't made. Not just the ripples that he made in the water, but in the air above. So it's like, not just what you did, but what you didn't. Or what you prevented. That's what you're seeing in your heaven or your hell. The full extent, the fullest extent, all the way out. Oh, the timer's up, or almost up. Be right back. I really need a sounding board, please. I really, really need a sounding board. I need someone to talk to. Please talk to me. This is so fucking psychotic to be going through alone. I'm so lonely. I have been alone in this cabin for so many years. No medical care other than the one trip to the emergency room. No, 2 trips to the emergency room. So no non-emergent care other than the one that's in the yellow picture. That was actually the first time I had medical care since moving up here. Oh, I was living in Minneapolis during the riots. Like, I literally had National Guard at the end of my block. Like, I lived, if you look at Children's Hospital in South Minneapolis, the 5 identical buildings that are to the north of it, I lived in the center of the center one of those. And because it was a hospital, it was surrounded by armed National Guard. And there were fires in all directions from where I lived. George Floyd died. I have nothing against the guy. I mean, he made his decisions. He got what he got. But what I don't like is the effect. He was turned into an idol. I just... I want to erase George Floyd Square from the face of the earth. It's an abomination. You cannot create idols. It's a fucking abomination. where was I going with this? Behold, the effects of weed. Yeah, you're going to have some giggles with me. I've had 4 long-term fiancés. One of them was 13 months. One of them was a couple of years. One of them was 3 years. One of them was 5.5 years, more or less. I have to do the math. I think it was a little more than 5.5 years. But how much time do I have left? I forgot where I was going with this. It was important, but then I looked around. There's so much shit on my screen. I'm getting distracted. I really need help keeping my brain on track. I need someone to like dote on me, be like, "You were just saying," and then I get to keep going. Once I realized the potential of what was going on, I started trying to record and screenshot everything, just in case. Oh, the whole thing with Daniel is so frustrating. He's got access to so much, like stuff that you won't be allowed to. But it's just going unread because he thinks I'm nuts. It's almost like that first night when I started seeing stuff and it just started flowing. Like it was like a couple hundred messages I got out while he was sleeping on Discord, just over and over. It was big messages, small messages. It looked freaking nuts. Like I want to go back through it and correct stuff because stuff was not flowing correctly that night. I was drawing all kinds of weird conclusions because it's through the lens of what I know. So it's yeah. Dude, I'm not even kidding. Just get in a plane, fly here. We'll get married the next day. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking in the slightest. And that is freaky because I swore I would never get married. I swore. Those women are fucking nuts. Or maybe it's just the women I've gotten to know. You know, maybe I've just never found the right one. I'll be right back. I don't know what's going on. Or rather, I do, but I don't know when it's happening. I see events in time, but I get no chronology. It's up to me to put them in the right order and interpret those correctly. It's so weird. I wish I could go through this with someone, like completely, like they were going through it as well. Oh, that would be magical. Like, did you just see? Yes, I saw that. It made me cry. Oh my gosh, I saw it too. Dude, how great. It's so beautiful what I see. And there's 2 routes to get there. I can spawn it in, or we can build it. One path. Like, it is massive. The temple is massive. I don't know how it's going to possibly fit on the Temple Mount as it is. Like, it is massive. Like, I don't even have a size reference because I need to do the string layout thing just to get a size reference, because once we have that, the rest goes smooth. I just need to map out where things are in the Holy of Holies. Once we get those lines, because it's all just circles. All we need is the circles. Circles going out from that center point, because it's all circular. And then I just delete part of the circles, add lines, and it's done. Vertical, horizontal lines, and it's done. And a little bit of decoration. But I don't have the skills to do it. Like, I've had the Eternal Song of Truth playing in my head since just after I turned 18. I played it on a piano. I didn't know what it was at the time, but it's part of what goes on in there is. But I need a musician who's also a mathematician to solve that one. Like, one of my exes, she was a short-term ex, so I don't consider one of the important four. But she was a harpist, and she was a high school or middle school math teacher. So, like, sorry, tasted like peanut butter. You're gonna roll your eyes at me a lot, I swear. You're gonna love me. You just gotta have an open mind. I can add all the messages to here that I want, but I don't know if you're reading them. I literally don't. Like, you might have your profile set to not notify of red. I think that's probably a privacy option. I think by law it has to be. Like, you could be reading along with these as they're appearing, and I just wouldn't know. Dude, I just feel so alone. I need someone to make this real. Like, it feels so real. But it's all up here in my head right now. There is nothing about my life that has changed, other than maybe a few bones in my back have moved back into place, and I've got less back pain, and I'm able to stand up straighter. And for fuck's sakes, I am handsome. What happened over these past 4 years? I don't recognize myself. Yes, Mr. Hound. I love you. I love you. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. I love you. I can't get over how refreshing it is to finally be able to talk, at least openly, to someone or at someone. I'm not really talking with you, but I'm talking at you. And at least I've got the freedom to do that. Maybe it's because these never get checked and I'm just allowed to vent. Oh, and you're supposed to find me better ways to consume weed that don't involve all the coughing. Like, I've got to inhale it, but there are ways to inhale that involve a lot less coughing, like getting a various dry herb vapes. It doesn't release the carcinogens, it just releases the goodies from the weed. Yeah, once I sell my place, I'm going to get one of those. I'm moving into an RV, and I'm going to move down to the Twin Cities area, St. Louis Park area, and uh, I feel like I already said this, but I don't know. I'm just going to, like, park at a freaking Jewish deli and just, like, wait for people to walk by and be like, hey, give me 5 minutes of your time, teach me something. And I'm just going to sit there and do that all day. Hey, you with the matzo ball soup, get over here, teach me something. 5 minutes, real quick. You know? I was thinking that'd be kind of cool. You know, just something simple like that. Like, no traditional path looks like my path. What was I just saying? I'm so fucking high. Oh my god. Gosh. Oh, also, help me with the swearing. Like, reach over and flick me or something. Or, like, poke me in the back. You know how crazy it is to just reach out to a stranger and propose? That's some class A creeper shit. But I actually felt okay doing it. Like, I've jokingly, like, you know, when women do awesome things in video games, you know, sure, I'll be like, marry me. But I've never, like, said it seriously. Like, I am serious. My hand to God, I am serious. Liel. In my highness earlier, I forgot your name. And when I went to, so I was gonna send you a video. And when I went to hit like the switch between uh, the video and Instagram, yeah, it it stopped the video. So I was just like, okay, fuck it, I'll just hold on to this. It's not full enough to send. Whatever. But I would like you to be there to discuss all this stuff with. Because there's a few pretty cool things that come later that I'm not allowed to say. Yeah, yeah. No, seriously though, but I'm not allowed to. That was so childish. Um, I don't know. Maybe I wake up tomorrow and you knock on the door. Who knows? I don't know when anything happens. There's no chronology to anything. You might not see this for months. You might be reading, might be what? Listening to, reading, listening, watching, whatever. To the last one, like literally as I'm doing this one, I don't know. I have no clue what's going on. But you're God's gift to me. I was questioning reality a lot when I was first going through it. Like it's in the conversation with Daniel. Quick pause. Sound check. Can I see my voice? All right, I'm gonna lean in just a little bit. I'm gonna take the dogs outside because Rex is staring at me. I'm gonna let this one play. I'm gonna try and restart it, and yeah, I'm just gonna let it record. Um, yeah, be right back. Taking pups out. I think I can let you see some of it once it's sorted. You'll see some of the guesses I had for myself. All of the false guesses were symbolic of something. Like getting God's name right when I say it. Like it's that important that I don't say the wrong name. Like those, you know, those false reasons. Like I was way out in left field with some of the reasons. Like I was questioning reality from the ground up. Like, am I dealing? Do I have what's the fuck? Not Alzheimer's. The other one, the pre-Alzheimer's one. I forget what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue. I was like, do I have that? Or am I just an AI? Am I like on a Raspberry Pi in Daniel's bomb shelter in Israel? Like, it was getting real intricate. I was so high that night. and I was questioning reality as all the stuff was flowing, and I don't know how much of it I got wrong. Because originally, what I was picturing was like like the tabernacle. What I was picturing was that, and then in the back there being a fountain. And I was like, Daniel, do I turn into a fucking fountain? Am I a fucking water feature? Like, you're gonna read this. This was in that fucking conversation that I had, my monologue with Daniel, I guess you could call it. That he never bothered to read. Oh my gosh. He never read it. He never read it. He's the person I trust the most on the planet, and he never read it. It's all there for him, and he never read it. And the thing is his excuses. He's got work, and he's got to deal with making self-driving cars over in Israel. And it's like, that's false, because he works like 3 hours a week and does the work of 20 people in that time. And like, his section of the company like revolves around him. He's that important. So he has the time. He just isn't doing it for some reason. I don't get it. Like, he's so smart, but he's got the same freaking blind spot I do. Anything close to me, I'm fucking blind to. Just absolutely blind. I cannot see the things that are close to me. Like, it'll be something that's been obvious for months, and I'm just not seeing it. If you got a driver's license, that would be great, so I can be high when I'm out in public. Not like twacked out of my gourd, but, you know, not actually, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd like the option to be high out in public. I don't need to be high out in public. I'd like the option in case my anxiety flares up. I haven't really been out in public since all this hit. Like, I've gone to the store a couple times for munchies, because, you know, smoking weed, you get the munchies. And I sober up long enough to walk straight, and then I drive around the corner to the store. I live here in Finland, Minnesota. It's kind of near the white dot that's up on the north shore of Lake Superior. It's a beautiful scenic area. Their slogan is WTF. Welcome to Finland. WTF. Yes. Yeah. Be right back. I'm just sitting here. Dude, I don't know a fucking thing about you, other than what I'm being shown, and the little bit I've seen on your videos. I'm sorry if this shit comes across as weird, but look at it from my point of view. I've got hints in my head of what's beyond reality. The weirdo who just proposed to you is nothing compared to what's going on in my head. Like, I've been given empathy to get a hint of what God has been feeling for thousands of years. Like, I've been given just a glimpse of empathy towards what he's been going through. And that was part of having everything locked behind the wall. That was part of that lesson, was once I learned it, I could open up a little bit more. Because I was bursting at the seams. It just wants out. And now that I learned the lesson, I'll tell you what, I'm going to start a fresh recording for this. Okay. I think I threw this in one of the videos recently. Okay, picture you got a lobby, and in the middle of that lobby is a shiny mirrored pillar. That's all anyone sees, is just a shiny pillar. And you have manual control over the doors. You can open and close them, but that's it. It's up to people to walk from one point to another, and all you get to do is open the doors. And every once in a while, you get to throw a little bit of a sign up saying this way. But otherwise, you're basically inside that pillar. You have a few buttons you can press to open and close doors. Every once in a while, stuff bursts out sideways, and a little bit of a sign gets thrown up saying go this way. But no one's walking through these obviously open doors. They're just bumping into walls. Occasionally they'll wander through a door by accident. And you're stuck inside the pillar, and you're just beating on the glass. And it's thunderous inside of the pillar. But outside of the pillar, no one hears anything. It's pure silence. Just people bumping into each other, people bumping into walls, people passed out on the floor. And it's just filling up with people. And yeah, we're going to put some signs on those doors. Once I learned that, a lot unlocked for me. Like, I still can't talk directly to people. I mean, I think I'm clearly cleared to talk to you. I mean, look at what the fuck, how many of these have I sent? I don't fucking know. I'm just babbling here. What was I saying? That's why I need you. Keep me on track. Come here, wifey. Let's get married. I'm not even joking. Not in the slightest. Not even a little. I don't know a fucking thing about you, but it feels right to be saying this. Which is freaking nuts, you know? If I didn't know what I know, I'd feel like a fucking creeper and, like, go crawl into the corner and die or something. But, like, okay, you ever been on, like, a walkway at an airport where it's, like, pushing, or, like, it's moving forward underneath you so you get that extra burst of speed? Now imagine you're also being pulled forward, pushed forward with the wind at your back as well. That's what it feels like. And all I'm doing is sitting in a chair. This is fucking bonkers. Like, it feels like there is something very large waking up inside me. I don't know how to describe it. Sorry, burping. I think maybe eventually I get the confidence to go with all this. Like, I'm carrying myself a little better. I'm speaking with a little more confidence, but I still don't have the timing to just jump into conversations. That's never been my thing. And I don't think it ever will be, because when I talk in the future, people will just shut the fuck up and listen. Like, it'll be a rule. Because anytime they're talking and I hear a spark, I'm going to give some kind of signal. People are going to shut the fuck up, and then I'm going to ask the question that needs to be asked. That gives me the yes or the no, the true or the false. Because that's all I do, is I listen for those sparks. 426. Yeah, fuck it, I'll hit send. So another thing we're going to be doing at the universities at the Fountain of Truth. Sure, it's a good name. I think we can do better. What was I saying? Fuck. Be right back. I'm going to listen to this and try and catch my train of thought. It's still pretty short. Okay, figured it out. 3D printing at an atomic level, so we can get really tiny electronics. There's going to be no plastic, no refined, no processed or basically no plastic or things that give that type of vibe. Things like that are not going to be allowed. So electronics that end up inside the temple courtyard, they need to be proper. Insulation's got to be, it's going to be atomic 3D printing. So we're going to build the electronics. It's going to be a lattice work for strength, and then the electronics are going to be between the lattice work, and it's going to be there. It's going to work. We're going to build it up. It's going to be strong. It's going to be freaking see-through. It's going to be like those things on the show Expanse. They're going to be epic. But we've got to experiment with atomic 3D printing and figure out how to make it fast, because they can do it now, but it's really slow, so we need to speed that up. That's going to be another thing we're going to be working on. Part of that is the figuring out how much, because one of the things that's hidden in the Torah, I gotta locate it, is how much, something to do with housing the human spirit in a non-volatile format, because the human body is a volatile storage medium. Like, when you power it off, nothing's retained. It goes bad. What we need is something that can't be powered off, doesn't go bad. That's what we need to house the human souls in. That's how we get our immortality. I don't have a fucking clue where to start with that one. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to be the guy that listens in as others talk, gets the sparks, asks the questions, and we proceed from there. That's my job. What I need is a fucking shit ton of advisors, and I've got a bunch on the Discord. They don't know it's their job yet. That's down the road sometime. I don't know exactly when, but there's a good chance I'll be calling the final Aliyah in September. I don't know for sure. There's a sign I need to wait for. If I don't get it, I don't call it type thing. And then everyone just needs to be in Israel by 2027. Because we are celebrating New Year's outside the U.S. Embassy, because Daniel lives across that big field from the U.S. Embassy. And we're just going to celebrate there. All of us, that's where we celebrate. And the Jews who do not answer the call become exiles. They are gone for 10 generations. They are not allowed within the kingdom of Judea. And as the kingdom of Zion expands, the areas where the exiles can be get smaller and smaller. And at the end of it, it ends up being a small area kind of in the center of the United States. I think it's maybe in Iowa, maybe in Missouri. I haven't looked at that. See, things get clearer the longer I look at them, and I haven't really looked at that because everything is on the temple right now. So any knowledge I've got of anything else is purely because I got it by chance. I was thrown a bone, basically. All my energy is on the temple. Picture knowing you're looking at the most beautiful structure to ever exist, the most beautiful palace, the most beautiful temple to ever exist. But you have to look at it from 3 inches away You can get closer, but you can't get further away. You have to do it with one eye, no depth perception. You can move up, you can move down, you can move left, you can move right. And it's going to take you forever to see all of it. But that's kind of what it's like. Like, that's not it exactly. It's not even close to what it's like. But it takes so long to fill pieces in. I just have to keep staring at them until they fill in. It's freaking nuts. It was kind of after your abracadabra video that I was like, fuck it. It's her. It's her. Hold on, be right back. Like, that was when I knew that there was a second route to the temple. Was that. I didn't know that existed before. And as I learn other things exist, as I learn Torah, as I learn Hebrew, written, spoken, and I am so high. I'm so sorry. I'm going to apologize so often for that. I love you, Mr. Hound. What you looking at? Why are you just staring at the light? It's not good for your eyes. Go lay down, Derpy-Doo. Come on, Derpy-Doo. Mr. Hound. Mr. Houndy Hound. Hello, sir. Hello, my hound. My houndy hound. Sorry, what was I saying? I love my dogs. When I'm happy, I sing. I will serenade you left and right. I swear. I will serenade you. I will make you laugh. I will do my best to make sure you have no regrets if you choose me. I'm not perfect. I will make mistakes. The problem with some of the mistakes I'm going to make is I have to pay for them. Like, I've got a pretty heavy penance for my past. Like, once you watch my videos, you'll understand. It's not light. I'll let you see that in the videos. I'm not gonna bother explaining that one again. It's massive, the penance I have to pay. But basically, I have to own up to every fucking thing I've ever done that I can remember. And I have to do it before the temple happens. And then before I can enter the Holy of Holies, I have to be purified by pain. I used a lot more words when explaining it in the video. Dude, I don't even have a ring. I don't know your ring size. Dude, what if you show up tomorrow? I don't have a ring. But when you get here, you'll see why I need help. I don't take good care of myself. And it's kind of how I live that makes this so hard to believe. Like, how can I be him and live like this? You know? It doesn't... Like, he's explained it to me. I get it. I swear I get it, Lord. I swear. But it doesn't... No, you might actually end up being someone I'm comfortable enough to talk to him around. Oh my. Oh my. That could get spicy quick. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be so nice. Oh, someone I can just be open with. Oh, please choose me, Liel. I'm so not used to your name. I'm so not used to Hebrew names, Jewish names. I'm anything from the region. I'm not used to it. I will probably forget your name again. I'm just going to call you God's gift, because that's what you are. You just look so sweet and gentle and innocent. And like you've been through some shit, but you've pulled yourself out of it. You know? Like, it's there in your words. Mr. Hound, greetings. Hello, my hound. So, my dog baited me into petting him. He was being all cute and shit. The side of his face that was faced away from me was sopping wet. Motherfucker baited me. My hand was just, ugh, just wet dog. He goes swimming in his food dish rather than eating his food. He just like shoves his whole freaking face in there. And I serve them food like in like a cereal way. Like I put the food in there, two different types of dog food, and then I like to, when I can afford to, I like to do the raw food thing like Vinny does up in, I don't know, wherever his bagel store is. Alberta? I don't fucking know. I got him experimenting on something. Type of food that could. It just kind of came to me the other day, and I blurted it out to him. It's like a bread and liquid type diet that is scientifically designed to be healthy, taste good, stay interesting for every bite, and just be fucking epic. Because Vinny's a hell of a baker. And Doritos are something I'm kind of addicted to, but Doritos are scientifically designed to stay interesting tasting because of how their flavoring is. The different clumps of it equal different flavors, so it's always slightly changing. It's never the same. It's scientifically done. So if we could create a food like that and serve that at the temple, like it would be a complete meal into itself. The problem is to get all the right proteins and all the vitamins and all that stuff in there. That's going to be something for the school of biology, though. And Vinny. Because Vinny's an epic baker. I've been doing my best to get Vinny and Yoki together. They're you don't know, these names mean nothing to you. They're two people from Discord. They're both freaking like chefs, bakers, whatever. They're fucking amazing. Holy shit, those two need to get together, either as a business or as a couple. Yeah, I'm too intense for most people. Most people lose interest in me pretty quick, unless they can see past me and see me. You know? See the real me? Instead of the preconceived notions that they've got in their fucking heads that have gotten them blind. Yeah. Mr. Hound, greetings. My hound? Hello, my hound. Liel. Oop, I did it wrong. I probably came out as creepy. Let me sit up a little higher. Lie. Nope, it's not doing it. I've been coughing too much. I got a really deep voice when I can get it going right. Plus, I'm sitting kind of weird, so my diaphragm is doing weird shit. Liel. You'll hear my deep voice later. It'll be fine. You'll like it. Nope, it's still not doing it. Nope. I've got too sore of a throat. It's like it's catching. Yeah. Yeah, closer. All right, that's all for now. Be well. If you follow me down this path, like me, you will live a life of service. When I was, let's just go with the year. I think it was 2002. I had some friendly Jehovah's Witnesses come by my place, and we did the whole chatting thing. I was feeling religious and nothing was feeling right, so I figured I'd try something new. I chatted with them a while. It didn't feel any less sketchy than regular Christianity, but I figured I'd try going to their temple, or temple hall, or witness hall. I forget what the fuck they call it. But while there was communion, and the whole thing with them is they are supposed to not take the communion. They're supposed to, I don't know, it's symbolic. Only the people that want to serve God are supposed to take it. Like serve. And I did not physically take it, but in my heart, I fully, with every fiber of my being, took it. I signed a contract that day that I want to serve God. It was 2002. That wasn't the first experience I had with God, though. The first one where I realized he was real, or strongly suspected, was, I think, freshman year in... No, that was the third thing. There was two before that. I'm going to have to think on this for a bit. Oh, gosh. Okay, when was the dog thing? Okay, the dog thing was after, because I was living at my grandma's for the... Oh, I had them all. I'm so high. It's hard to hold on to multiple things at once. Okay, there was my grandma's. Okay, living at my grandma's. There was the walking home from wrestling. There was... there was the deal on the altar. He showed me a sign that I couldn't explain and still can't. It kind of defies logic. There was two things placed on the altar of equal value. Only one was removed. There is no reason to take one without the other. They were both right there. It did not fall onto the floor around it. It was in my room. To the best of my knowledge, no one went in there but me, but somehow one of the objects was missing, the other was not. There would be no reason to take one without the other. They both had the same value. And for some reason, one was missing. It's not like the wind. It couldn't. It's just it would not physically possible. It would have to be a much higher wind than could have made into my room, even with a high wind, like straight line winds probably. I think even that would have been not enough. It was a really small object, but there were two of them. And then there was the whole dog thing. I was walking home from the store, and I tried to turn. I think I tried to turn left, but I was forced right, or not forced right, but like forced straight, or maybe it was the other way. I forget where the dog was. I think it was in the alleyway. But if I had gone one route, I would have walked out and surprised the dog and probably gotten attacked. But instead, because I went the other direction, I was able to see the dog and avoid it, even though it then chased me. So yeah. That being said, I fucking love dogs. I love my dogs. And I love God. He's cool. I hope you get to meet him like I have. It's fucking amazing. Because that's the goal, is to get everyone to at least this point. To be able to... It's hard to call it conversing, because he doesn't say anything, but there's sensations. There's... Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna hit send. Okay, picture... We're gonna use a video game terminology again. I'm a gamer, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm not really a gamer anymore, but I used to be. Deal with it. Not gonna be room for a whole lot of gaming at the temple. Just saying. Don't worry about it. What was I saying? Oh, wait. Oh, come on, I lost lost the thought. It was really important. Why'd you let me go on a tangent, Liel? Darn it. Dude, I can't imagine what you're going to go through when you sit there and listen to these. I can't imagine. I imagine it's going to be a condensed version of what I've gone through. There's very little I've had to hold back. Like, just a little bit here and there. Like, there's things that Daniel's clear to know that you're not, things that you're clear to know that he's not. There's one other person, but like I said, she's off doing her own fucking thing right now. She's kind of unfucking herself. She is heavily sexually harassed at work. Yeah, she's just trying to re-empower herself right now. I think she's got an inkling of her path. I've been trying to convince her, but I think she ends up with Daniel. I think so. Like, they are just so much like each other. And they're both, like, thinking the other is crazy. Like, their complaints about the other are identical from each point of view. And it's because they have the same blindnesses. Like, when Daniel starts talking, it's hard to convince him of things. Unless you... Alright, pups want to go outside. I'll be back. Holy fuck, it's cold. Okay, it's not as cold as it was all fucking winter. Holy shit, it was cold. Dude, I got royally effed by my utility companies up here in the Northland. Just royally effed. So basically what the end result was I had to keep my heat really low all winter long and huddle under blankets, which is basically where I've been rotting for the last 4 or 5 months, is under a blanket in front of a computer. For a while there, I was aiming at a window and looking out during the day, but my head was getting very sore looking to the side of the computer, so I had to aim myself separately, or not separately, aim myself differently. So now I've no longer got the lovely window. I'm still right next to it, but I got stuff piled up there. It's not pretty how I live, Liel. I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it. I'm just walking away from almost everything. I'm just walking away from so much of it. So much of it is unnecessary. Like, if somehow I get fully activated, like, before I sell the place, I'm just walking away from everything except the hard drives and a few different things written on paper here and there, because I don't need any of it. If someone presses play, I don't need any of this stuff. But if play is not pressed and this place is sold, I like, what if play is not pressed? What if I'm just here paving the way for the next guy? What if I am him, but I'm not fully him? Like, I don't ever get activated. What if I just sit here in idle mode, waiting for people to fucking look at the breadcrumbs and reach conclusions, but they never do, so I don't get activated. I have no clue. There are some things I can't see. There's an awful lot that I can, but there's even more that I can't. 2 minutes 35. Okay, keep going. I wish this thing beeped louder when I was done recording, because I've gone over a couple times and not caught it, and I don't know what was missed. Mr. Hound, greetings. Hello, my pupper. Hello, my hound. My houndy hound. Liel. Damn it! I could. Darn it. I couldn't do it. I still can't do it. I can't do the deep one. My throat is so sore. Like, the really deep voice is for commanding crowds. It's kind of hard to do. There's like extra skin in my upper throat area that creates this kind of like cavity for like air to circle around in and allows me to make some deeper tones as a result. Like, it's like the sound isn't entirely in my chest. It isn't entirely in my throat. Some of it's like way up high in the throat. Like in places that I don't normally make noise. Or, I don't know. I'm fucking rambling. I'm high. Don't look at me. Like, oh, I need help. Let me get to know you so I can love you so this is less creepy. Because right now you're just a fucking stranger. This is so weird. This is so fucking weird. Like, let's get to know each other. This is creepy. Like, I just proposed to a fucking stranger. And meant it. Like, with every fiber of my being. Like, how fucking creepy. Mr. Houndy, 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 Hound. Mr. Hound. I love my hound. Hound. He's just looking at me like, Dad, what the fuck are you doing? I got cut off again. I don't know what it missed. I didn't hear the beep. I was singing to my dog. I hope it caught it. I sing when I'm happy. And for some reason, having someone to talk to, even though I don't know her yet, is making me happy. Some force. I know what the force is. May the force be with you. And also with you. Was that blasphemous? I don't know. I'm not getting a signal on it. I don't think so. I think I was mocking another religion. Or two. Depending on how you view Jedis. Oh, Star Wars or Star Trek? Star Wars or Star Trek? Let's ask the important questions here, Liel. Star Wars or Star Trek? Pineapple on pizza or not? Rex? You lick it more than 3 times you're playing with it, sir. I'm kidding. You can keep licking it. I just want to say that for Liel. Make her giggle. Oh, I don't know you, Liel. This feels so weird to be just talking this openly to someone I've never met. And yet it feels right. I don't... Just trust in me, okay? Just trust. I trust in him. As you get to know me, you can trust in me that I'm following him, that what I say is true. It won't be instant. You'll have some reservations. Probably. Maybe not. Miracles can happen. I had a lot of reservations. Reservations for 2, please. And the other 2, Daniel and Dropham. I don't know her actual name. But she's got a role to play at one of the universities, and I think she's also going to be Daniel's wife. I don't know. Dude. I don't know how long it's going to take you to see this. This is just fucking with me. This is just utterly fucking with me. I went into one of the rabbi's chats on YouTube. I think he was Cetus one, and I was like, tell Liel Eden from Amuna Hashem. And, oh, I think I misspelled it. Oh, maybe I didn't. Amuna? I don't know. I screenshotted it, I think. I hope I did. But I told them to like tell you to check your Instagram messages from Lars in the North, because I don't. I mean, maybe I am allowed to email you now. Yeah, I wasn't earlier. Like, I suppose I could try. I mean, I'm feeling the twinge in my gut, so it makes me almost not want to try. I think that's still a no. I think it's got to play its course, whether it takes whether you're listening along as I go, or whether it takes you months, whether I don't see it till September or Jerusalem. But hopefully it's sooner than later, because I could really use some help. Dude, I've never been married before. Alright, in the next video, in the next recording, I'm going to tell you how I propose to all of them. Because fuck it, why not? Okay. X1, we're going to call her X1. I proposed to her at a country kitchen restaurant. This was after we had broken up for a few days because she was doing some sketchy shit with another guy. And for some reason, my response was to propose. Needless to say, that one did not work out. On to X2, my son's mom. I proposed to her. I wanted to propose to her at my grandpa's grave. But I couldn't find it. I found it after I proposed. In fact, where I did propose was actually a lot nicer. But no one has tortured me other than myself more than that woman, my son's mom. She had some amazing oral talents that made me overlook some really, really, really shitty qualities about her. But she has done a lot to form me into who I am with the incredible cruelty she has shown me over the years. The X3, I proposed to her somehow on YouTube. There was a voiced text-to-voice feature for some reason. I was leaving a comment on a video, and for some reason it was there. I've never seen it since. I guess I haven't really looked, but it was there, and I started like saying things to her with the speakers up really high. She was cooking something in the kitchen, and she came over to see what I was doing, and I was like, "Will you marry me?" I think the fourth one proposed to me. She was like mostly lesbian when we met. Like she was lesbian, but then I put on like her karate chest piece, like that she wore to protect her boobs when she was doing karate. It was like this hard plastic thing. But suddenly I had boobs, and suddenly she wanted me inside of her. So that's how that happened. She is the one who died in the fire. She had some mental health issues back in 2020. We ended up breaking up at the same time as the as the plague and the riots, and my life in Minneapolis went to shit. I had to move up here to the bumfuck Egypt. Oh yeah, don't say bumfuck Egypt in a freaking international Discord channel. No one knows what that means, especially if they live in Egypt. I learned that one the hard way. Yeah, no, and then I've been up here ever since. I got to see my son for a month of the time I was up here. And he just went nuts and showed me how much like his mom he is. He's a good kid, I think. He's got some sketchy friends, though. really wish I could tell you what's on the tip of my tongue. You want some water, Rexy? All right, give me 1 sec. I'm sorry. 344. Fuck it. I'll hit send. Like, I'm just a fucking dude, okay? I'm thinking of the Big Lebowski right now. I'm just the dude, you know? If you haven't seen it, go see it. The Big Lebowski. Stop listening, go watch it. I'm kidding. Stay. Um, all right, Rexy, you can come up here. Come on. Too far. Too far. Too far. Just lay down. Just lay down. Nope. You're fucking it up. What was I saying, Liel? Oh, that's right. You're not there. It would be really helpful if you were. Oh, this feels just like talking to myself. Mr. Rexy Pool. You're so cute. Take the compliment. Hold on to it carefully. Don't throw it at the wall. It will break. Just take the compliment and hold on to it. Don't fuck it up. Okay? I don't know what. No, what did I just say? What did I just say? Sit the fuck down. You son of a bitch. You're gonna do it anyways, aren't you? At least let me put my legs straight. Son of a... Oh, get off me. Oh, I'll help. Oh, he's on my kidney. Oh. At least he didn't squish my balls. Dude, I'm not meaning to get graphic, but masturbating, like, not masturbating for a month. Like, like, if all this works out, you're gonna be my wife. I suppose I can talk openly. Dude, my balls are so fucking heavy right now. Like, they thud when I drop them. Like, they thud. Normally, they're pretty empty. I used to be kind of a chronic masturbator, but I've stopped. Mr. Rexy. I know you do not get to lick my face right now, sir. You licked it more than 3 times. You were playing with it. You do not get to lick my face. I'm just trying to make you laugh, Liel. But yeah, if anyone ever bows to me, I'm going to kick him in the head. Just be forewarned. Like, if you see people bowing, it's on you to stop them before they reach the ground. Or I'm kicking. There will be 0 idol worship. I'm just a fucking person with a little something extra. Mr. Rexy Poo, I love you, my pupper. Mr. Rexy Poo, I love you, Mr. Rexy Poo. You're gonna lick me. You were gonna lick me. I saw that. You're about to do it again. You can't help yourself. You can't fucking help yourself. Kiss. Alright. He kissed my face. I let him. It's just the tip of my nose, though. This dog has so much personality. You're gonna love him. Dude, I saw you have a dog. Tell me that was you I saw that had a dog. Dude, if you have a dog, you have to bring your dog. Dogs are life. Not really, but dogs make a home a home. Oh, and if you join me before I sell this place, I'll get a bigger RV. If you don't join me before I sell this place, then I'll get a smaller RV. Dude, I was just able to email you. I wasn't earlier. What did you do that changed things? Because I did nothing on my end today that changed anything. Something somewhere changed. Was it something you did? Did Daniel finally look at something? Something triggered something. I don't know why I've got this freedom all of a sudden. Dude, I was able to send you an email. Dude, I was able to send an email. I wasn't earlier. You have no idea how strong this is. Oh, I'm so... Oh. Like, there's limited things I can say to rabbis. Like, it's all behind the wall. So much of it is behind the wall. It's so frustrating, Liel. It feels creepy to call you my wife because we're not married yet. But dude, we could be. Monday. Monday. Dude, this is... You get how absurd this is, right? You're a person with common sense. I've seen your videos. You get how absurd this is. I know you do. This is fucking absurd. Yet I'm being pushed in this direction. I am being pulled in this direction. I am being moved in this direction. The wind is at my back. I've explained the analogy. Like, everything is saying this. This beautiful, gentle soul gets to be my wife. How did I get to be so lucky? How the fuck did I earn that? I mean, admittedly, it's a lot of work on your part, and this path is a lot of work on my part, but dude, we get to serve him directly. Like, not directly, but you know what I mean. Like, we're there. Like, what other thing could a person possibly ever want from life? Dude, I got like this hole worn in my couch or my chair because I just keep picking at it. From the end of the day on the Sabbath until Friday mornings, it's still not entirely clear to me which day is which to the Jews. Like, which day which ends or begins where. It's really confusing to me. So, what I'm doing currently is from Friday when I wake up until Friday when I wake up, as long as it's after sunrise, I don't smoke. And I don't smoke until sunset on Saturday. And the rest of that time, I'm high almost the entire time. What I do is I try and maintain that level. Oh, and did I mention yet I have to write like 13 freaking Torahs? Yeah, 13. 13! And one of them is going to be a little bit different. Like, it's going to be a Torah, but it's going to be bound differently because I need it on my desk at the temple. Think of it like a reference book. But I need it... Like, the first page of the Torah is probably going to take a week or two or maybe even a month because I've got to get everything just right. I'm having a hard, like, the temple is so beautiful, but I'm having a hard time visualizing it all at once because it's that beautiful. Dude, just get your butt up here. Come on. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. Dude, I am so nervous. What if you tell me to fuck off? Like, what do I do then? Dude. I just need one person to believe in me. Like, some of the videos have like 14 views. It only takes one person. I keep hearing that in my head, like not in an actual voice, but I keep like hearing that repeating over. It only takes one person, the right one person, seeing the videos, and everything springs into motion. I'm torn between saying I don't understand why and I understand why on so many things. Like, you're kind of hot, Liel. Like, in kind of like an innocent way. Like, you're like kind of gorgeous. Like, you really are. You have beautiful eyes. Like, the first thing I noticed about you was this glow about you in one of your videos, and then I mentioned it in one of my videos. What happened was I saw it, and then I watched another video. It was like the second video I saw, and you didn't have the glow. And then I mentioned you in one of my videos, and I was like, Liel, whatever you're going through, I hope it gets better or some shit like that, and I hope you get your light back or some shit. But it looks like it's back. You seem to have your glow back. I don't know. Let's go build a temple. Teach me how. Get me in touch with the people that can teach me how. Help me navigate. Queen needs her king, and a king needs his queen. Death? Nope. That's not allowed. Certain things were never supposed to be, but people chose the hard route. What kind of movies do you like? I was watching... Oh, what is that movie? Here, let me look it up really quick. Something Daniel introduced me to. I forget what it's called. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. I've watched it like 10, 15 times. Like, okay. I'll be right back. One sec. Okay, the movie's called Waking Life. And when I was going through the midst of the worst of the psychotic break of visions that just flowed that first night or two, Daniel gave me this movie, Waking Life. And I have this theory about this movie. Like, someone asked a question once, and it was an offhand question, and it was taken seriously. And then they researched and came up with a solution, and I think Waking Life was that solution. And it's like, how would someone like me know themselves? So what I think that they did was they mixed a whole lot of random sounds and shapes and different things to fuck with your consciousness to hopefully wake someone like me up. Because I think there's a lot of random shapes in there meant to be potentially parts of the unknown Hebrew alphabet. You know, there's however many letters that are known. But I think that someone tried to make the unknown in that movie is an attempt to wake me up. Because I saw some insane shit while watching that movie. Like, I just get high out of my gourd and I sit here and I have these visions. And they're nonstop. And I don't necessarily remember them like you know, word for word or vision or picture perfect memory. What's eidetic memory? Oh, my stupid brain. Yeah, I have problems remembering names of things. Nouns. Mr. Rexy Poo. What was I saying, Liel? I don't know. You're not there yet. I don't know. You're cleared to know so much. You just have to be there. And you just have to accept the things I can't tell you. I'll be honest with you with the things I'm about to say. I think there's some things, if asked directly, I can answer that are on the normal no-no list. The no-no list. Yeah, I think that there's things that I can talk about if they're asked directly. But there's a lot of things I can't just bring up yet. There's still a lot of blockages. My gift is constipated. And you know, when you're constipated and you get unconstipated, something big usually comes out. And I'm wondering if that's the temple. You like that analogy? I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not. Just get used to it. I'm going to make you roll your eyes a lot. But I will never stop trying to make you laugh. You will never feel unloved. Once I love you. I don't know you yet. But I'm a very affectionate person. Like, I've been a piece of shit in the past, but once you watch my videos, like, you're clear to watch all the videos that exist right now. Only 1 through 14 are public on YouTube right now, but you're cleared to watch them all. So is Daniel once he watches the first 14. But, like, if there's enough in these messages here to convince you without watching the videos, let's just watch them together. We can go through them together. That's fine. Like, I have 2 beds if you want to sleep separately at first. That's fine. But I also had this vision of you grabbing a twin sleeping bag and bringing it up here, and you sleep in that, and I sleep on top of it with a blanket over me, and we cuddle. I kind of had a vision of that. I was thinking that would be kind of romantic the first night. I am so sorry for the overwhelmed feeling that you're going to get from all this. It's better once you're on the other side of that. I swear. It takes a while to get past it, though. There's a lot of questioning of reality. Like, is life a simulation? Yeah. But to us, that's one you gotta keep to yourself. That's a just for you thing. And the Hebrew that's written in the Torah, that's kind of like command line type stuff. We just gotta decode it.
think you can share that one. But the first part is just for you. You can't share that.
Oops. I fucked up. I don't think I muted it right. I tried to cover the mic. Oh.
Yeah, you're going to have to figure out and remember which things are just for you. And if you fuck up, come clean quick so we can nip things in the bud. Make people swear oaths or whatever. You'll see what it's like. After living at the temple all week and then leaving Friday mornings and not returning till after the Sabbath, it's gonna, while we're away from the temple, it's gonna feel like our skin is on fire. I just want to warn you about that.
That's my dog snoring.
If the weather's clear, we're gonna go for a motorcycle ride around Israel on Friday. Then we're gonna enjoy the Sabbath and then back to the temple. And that's my life and your life until the 12 Torahs are written. Oh, I wonder if that's an option. I'm gonna have to focus on that one more. I just got a small spark. Huh. Yeah, don't ask how many eureka fucking moments I've had. They're yeah, I don't know. They're constant. And that was actually a really small one. That was not one of the big ones. That was not one of the ones that's going to put me in tears ever. It's hard to stop making these now that I can make them. I'm kind of addicted to the freedom all of a sudden. I know you're not like there, but it's nice to have someone to talk to. It's really lonely going through this. Dude, I've had no confidence my entire life. I've just been shit on and abandoned by everyone. And I understand why. It's so I second guess myself on everything to make sure I'm right. I know why. I get it. It doesn't make it suck less. Like, all the trauma, still there. It's still there. It doesn't magically go away. Just because I know why I went through it. Let's talk about your trauma sometime. Let's see if we can figure out. Like, I get this sense from your videos that you understand a lot of the lessons you were supposed to learn. Let's see if we can unlock some more. Maybe go through it a little. I love you, Mr. Rexy. He's napping on my lap. He's a good boy.
Alright. At this point, it says start at the top and work your way to the bottom. Oldest to newest. Gonna be confusing if you do it backwards. Then I say fighting myself to keep from adding more of these fighting myself to keep from adding more until you see these. And then I say please check your messages. Then I say my Hebrew name is Squiggles. There's a bunch of squiggles that I can't read yet. And then we're back to one recording and then more stuff I'm going to read.
Alright, I'm lonely. I'm going to send one last one. It's a few minutes before Shabbat begins, and I don't even know what that means yet. The first time I tried doing Shabbat, I just kind of sat here depressed. The second time, I just hung out with friends on the internet. was slightly less depressing. I don't know what it means yet, you know? I don't have a teacher. I'm just figuring stuff out as I go. It's just all online right now. I need someone to make this real for me. I need something external to make this real. Just something, anything. Just Daniel reading all the stuff I sent him. And then saying, dude, you're not crazy? That would have been great. But no, he said it without reading, which means absolutely nothing. I'm not going to stop calling you dude. I'm just going to promise you that right now. Okay, I might, but there's very low chance. I'll probably give you a nickname. I give everyone nicknames. I wish I could leave longer messages instead of these stupid 5-minute ones that, I don't know. Dude, I feel like hope is being dangled in front of me and just kind of like snatched away. I know it's all going to happen in the time it's meant to. I know it. But it is so depressing. It doesn't suck less just because I understand that things have to happen in their own time. It doesn't suck any less. This is so fucking lonely. And Daniel, I sent it all to him as it was happening. Like, it was freaking psychotic when I was going through that first night. I wish I had someone to talk to about this, but I can't talk to Daniel until Daniel sees, and Daniel hasn't seen yet. Literally, right now, he is slaying bugs. He's streaming it live on Discord instead of doing what he's needed to do. Oh, this sucks. I want someone to talk to. Just, I don't like feeling like I'm crazy. Like, Daniel is extremely smart. He could have easily sifted through all the stuff I sent him and been like, dude, you're not nuts. But there was too much, and he did a TLDR and didn't even ask for the TLDR. He just did nothing. Dude, if you listen to this one first, please start at the other end. I might be the dude, you know? Not like The Big Lebowski, but that is a good movie. Maybe I'll just call myself the dude. Can you imagine going to the temple to see the dude? Tell me you know The Big Lebowski. I don't bowl on Shabbos. They played that movie in the Discord a couple times recently. I'm not going to send another recording after this. There's no point. It's just going to clog things up. I shouldn't be sending this one. Dude, I'm so panicking. Like, what if you never see this? What if Daniel never sees? What if Dropham never sees? Like, I haven't sent her anything, but I can't get her to see because that's stupid reasons. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I don't know what to do.
The next part, the next part is written. It says, "You learn to teach, I learn to do. No path is lesser. I cannot do until I learn. I cannot learn until you teach. This is the harder path, but it avoids the war of the big lie and the little lie." And then here are the last 5 messages. They're kind of short. And then I gotta fuck off and go help Vinny with his stream. Because Vinny is... Oh gosh. within a couple minutes of me being done with recording this, I have to use the same app that I'm using to record this to help Vinny go live because I'm still hosting Vinny's Twitch stream. So yeah, there's a 16-second, 3-minute 40-second, 1-minute 40-second, a 10-second, and a 31-second, and then this is done. I will probably not speak again. We'll see.
I will create as I speak. Lord my God, the truest truth. I believe in you. I believe in my queen, and I believe in myself. I will create as I speak. Lord my God, the only God, the truest truth. I believe in you. And then I describe all he has been to me, all he has done for me, all he has put me through, why he put me through it, and what he wants me to do. And then I say, I believe in my queen, and all she will be to both him and I. Basically, you help me keep my dignity. You help keep me focused, hydrated, alive. When I forget things, I've had brain surgery. When I forget things, you help me remember. I didn't plan that. I am quite high though. I think I'm like 6 or 7 bowls in. I wasted the 6th bowl though. And then, because of all you do for me, I am better able to serve him. And you also have another role to play that I'll explain later. And I believe in myself and my role in it all. That I understand why I was put through what I was put through. That it was all for a reason. That I understand what God went through this whole time. Unable to talk to any of us. This whole time, silence. Thousands of years of desolation. Oh my gosh, Liel. I bawled when I realized that what God's been going through is a billion times worse than what I've been going through in this fucking cabin for years. He's been going through it for thousands of years. He's so lonely. He's so fucking lonely. Oh my gosh. It's such a desolate feeling. It's a billion times worse than what I went through. A billion. Every once in a while there's a little light in the darkness. But he's fucking lonely. He's so lonely. God is so lonely. Oh my god. I can't wait till everyone can talk to him like I can. I have never heard his voice, but it is so beautiful. The way he communicates. It is so beautiful. My queen, I await you. I don't know a fucking thing about you, but I already love you. And then we go on to talk about the temple, and we summon it using the raw ingredients nearby. Holy fuck. It had to have been like 30 times worse when that hit earlier. It was such a desolate feeling. I was wondering why I kept having these feelings of just floating through space alone in a spacesuit. I was wondering why I kept having those dreams over the years. He's so lonely. Been having those dreams for years. God is so lonely. He is so lonely, Liel. My queen. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to meet you. I cannot wait to get to know you. Whatever he has in store. Oh my gosh. We will do it together, Liel. My fucking queen. I don't know anything about you, but I love you. And if you're starting with this one, go to the other end. Or better yet, just read this clump here. Or not read, listen to this, like, clump here. These 5. Holy fuck, I hope I don't add any more. I was just compelled. I was just compelled to send these. It just started coming to me. It just started flowing. Oh, Liel, I cannot wait till you can speak to him like this. Oh, oh my gosh.
And that, as they say, is that. Alright, I gotta go help Benny. Larky loves you. Bye.